Okay, so question 10 asks us for the combined mean of both the boys and the girls. And we know that to work out the mean, we add up all of the values and then divide by how many there are. So we're going to need to know what the total score was for the boys and the girls combined, and then divide it by the number of boys and girls altogether. So let's start by working out the boys. Well, we know that there were 25 boys who had a mean mark of 45.2. Now we know that the last step that we do to work out the mean is to divide by 25, so working backwards will give us the total number of marks. 45.2 times by 25. Tap that into your calculator and that comes out as 1,130. Same process for the girls. They had a mean mark of 47.8 and there were 20 of them. So their total score was 956. I'm going to add these numbers together. So 2096. Now we're going to need to divide this number by how many boys and girls there are altogether. Well, that's fairly straightforward. 25 boys plus 20 girls equals 45. Okay. So the last job is just to say that we want total marks divided by total number. Now my calculator comes out with quite a long number here. I'm going to write down everything that I see, which is 46.35555, and it ends in a 6. Going back to the question here, I noticed that it says give your answer to 2 decimal places. So I'm going to cut off here after the second decimal place and say 46.36. 4 marks. Circle theorems question. Okay, a few ways to do this. My preferred way, we've got an isosceles triangle here. I could make this into another isosceles triangle by adding in another length here. Okay, this is slightly different now because now we've got something that I know is right angled. We know that this distance here is going to be, well, half of the 14, that's 7. That's one of the radius. We've got another radius here now that we've just made, so that length there is also going to be 7. We've got enough information now to be able to work out the length BC. But first I'm just going to transfer the information that we've just got. So, here's my triangle. 7 and 7 and something that we don't know. Okay, right angle triangle. 2 sides that we know and a side that we're trying to find out means that we're going to need to use Pythagoras. So let's start with height squared is equal to a squared plus b squared, which is going to be 7 squared plus 7 squared, and 49 plus 49, which is 98. One final job. To get the hypotenuse on its own, we're going to need the square root of 98. Type it into your calculators. It comes out as 9.89949. Again, notice how I've written down everything that was on the calculator. The question asked for it to 3 significant figures. So we're going to cut off after the third, 1, 2, third significant figure. Now it's a 9, so we're going to need to knock this one up, which in turn knocks this one up, giving us a final rounded answer of 9.90 centimetres.